our inverter would only run for a second and quit. So got to testing and broke out the old meters, as you can see. Let's see if I can do this. First I tested the fuse block I have in here. It was getting power. I tested on the meter. I'll show you. That inverter is mounted behind the seat. So I tested over here. Nothing. But when I hooked the lead to this bottom side right here to the inverter, and that is I want to say a 4,000 watt inverter, it came on. And so I knew then I had a bad ground problem, which is usually the case with electrical. So came back, disconnected the ground on the battery right there, took that off. This, as you can see, is made in Chinese. Had broke off right there. So I cut the wire, stripped it back. Now we're gonna crimp this back on and put a new heat shrink on there and be good to go. All back together. Little tape. Pick up our tools. Inverter's working. Good to go. All done. You can see I coated all that after I cleaned it with that red brake clean, battery clean spray. Then I coated all the new connections with Never Sees. Keep those green gremlins out. That's a big fuse for the inverter. This is a big fuse for the truck. That's a big fuse for the truck. So everything's good to go. Now let's fix them brakes. Okay, I guess it's recording. Alright. GoPro Nation. This right here is a Metator slack adjuster. And if your brakes, they say if your slack adjuster needs adjusting, you need to change it. Well, that's just a sales gimmick to get you to buy new slack adjusters. These things are about $132 a piece. Well, I'm going to show you a little trick. And if you're not comfortable working on brakes, or you don't have a certificate to work on brakes, don't do this at home. Bring it to somebody who knows what they're doing. I like to knock all this grease off before I get started. But the way you do this is the pawl right here. Okay? That's what controls the self-adjusting mechanism inside there. They also sell a rebuild kit for this. But you take a 3/4 wrench, put it on that pawl nut. It don't take much, and you loosen it up. And then look at the crap in that pawl, and it only goes in one way. So what I do is I clean that baby. You can see in there all the threads where this pawl, see right there? Look at the crap. That thing can't even, the spring can't move. You got too much thick old grease in there. You get all that clean, and you drop it in the grass. But it don't matter because we clean them. Yes, I'm gonna get all the grass out of there. Okay. And see, wash that grease out. Take that pawl, pull it down like that with your pliers. Get all that out. It's still got grease in there. Alright. They still got some trash in there, but I'm gonna go blow dry it in the shop. Be right back. Alright there, YouTube. After you get that thing clean, you see those threads? That's what it does, your self-adjusting, them teeth right there, and they all good. But this thing was so full of grease that it just couldn't work properly. So we got it clean as a whistle. Then you take some WD-40. That's how I do it. And then I spray that good. WD-40, water displacement, 40th try to make the shit. And this only goes in one way, like I said. And then you tighten it up. Alrighty. Next, you got to adjust your brakes. And I use the damn adjusting tool to clean all the crap off the slack adjuster. But so you put your adjusting tool in that pawl where it holds it out. And there's a nut back here, right there, which I ain't gonna be able to get that wrench on. Luckily I have my $1 snap-on. First I test it by going backwards. Now to adjust these brakes, you go all the way tight. Just like the old style. Okay, that's all the way tight. That's a quarter turn. That's another quarter turn. So that's half backed off. Then you test that thing, make sure that pawl caught. You don't pull hard because you'll break the son of a bitch. There you go. Now you clean all that WD shit off. Usually takes 1 can per axle. Truck needs a wash anyway. And that's how you fix a Metator automatic slack adjuster. Remember, if you don't know what you're doing, don't do it.